Looked like absolute hell. But I wanted to come on here and say that my heart is literally breaking for our country and for the people in it. I just had to walk out of a restaurant because she stood there trying to tell me that everything happening was the fault of Joe Biden. This person, and I'm not going to name him, this person who talks about God all the time, goes to church regularly, and voted for that thing, and that is what he is. He's not human. And if we want to get biblical, then maybe we are in the end times, because I do believe he and Musk are the Antichrist. They tried to raid an elementary school today in Chicago. ICE, they tried to raid it. Thankfully, the school wouldn't let them come in, but they tried. Those are the children. Those are babies. They also have taken down the government website for reproductive rights. That's great. Let's just go ahead and kill women. What does it matter? Apparently we don't matter. My children are living in a world with fewer rights than I had. This cannot stand the way it is. We have got to stand together in unity and not back someone who would demand an apology and belittle a bishop for saying nothing more than please have mercy on those who need it.
Grand Rising Kings and Queens. First of all, I'm begging your forgiveness because I have poor light, but I think you can hear my voice, and I have caption there. There's no electricity. I decided, no, I have some lights. Let's do it. I'm very sorry for that. Thank you once again, and for showing up and standing strong, and for building with me on this journey of truth and awakening. Now, let's get something right here today. White people, or white folks, or the system, or those who benefit from the white privilege, they thought that suffering was for black people only till something happened, till the economy started crumbling, until Trump took power, till a lot of things happened. Right now, all of us, black people, white people, we are going through the same hell. We are going through the same, or we are under the same oppressor. Because family, I say this, something is happening, something that black people saw coming for a long time, something that black folks lived through for centuries, but now white Americans are tasting just a drop of it, and they're breaking, they're crying, they don't know, some are running their countries. So I am going to break down what's happening across Africa, the collapsing of economy, white poverty rising, the Trump dream falling apart, and white folks who once looked at black suffering as normal now are filming videos crying, shocked that America doesn't care about them either. So let's talk about how the so-called American dream was a lie all along and everything. I know we have talked about American dream, but this video is different. Before we go down on that, let's watch these clips from white Americans, and we came back.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all 4 brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like 3 hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. And you can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get raped, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. I'm just... Living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of shit that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting. Inflation sucks. Just living in America sucks. Living alone sucks. It's great, but it sucks. Because you have to front all the expenses by yourself. I need a husband just so that I can live.
American citizens are voluntarily leaving America. How do I know this? I'm a real estate transaction coordinator. I've been a real estate transaction coordinator for about 15 years. I've owned my own business. It'll be 9 years in September. In the 9 years that I've owned my own business, I have closed over 7,000 real estate transactions. And I have never seen what I am seeing right now. Currently, out of the 11 listings that I currently have under contract and managing, 5 of them, 5 families, are selling their homes to move abroad. 5 out of the 11, so almost half. And every single one of those 5 homes are under contract for over $1 million. So that's telling me that the wealthy are leaving. Back in the day when I was closing over 120 transactions per month, I would maybe have 1 seller per year selling their home to move abroad. But to have 5 all at once and above the $1 million price point, this is North Carolina and South Carolina markets, okay? This is not California. This is North Carolina, South Carolina, okay? It's like, I'm not an economist, but this is like a red flashing light warning. I have never seen this in 15 years that I've been in the real estate industry. So, yeah, just a little random factoid for you on this Wednesday morning.
Wouldn't go back out for $100 an hour job. I wouldn't go back. I would not go back at all. Getting up in the morning, doing what you have to do, and rushing to go and punch the clock to make somebody else rich. You get to decide what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And us, we work really hard. So it pays off because we're working for ourselves instead of giving all our energy and everything to somebody else to make them rich so they can live a good life. In the U.S., we're kind of groomed to be an employee. You know, work for someone.
Like my friend said, he is in Ohio. He said, I have tried four times and I have to go back.
Really?
Yeah, 4 times. He said, man, I wish I can do it. Everybody wanted to come home. About 90%. Who wanted to get up in the morning and go and clock and, I mean, stress? Yeah, no. Yeah. Everybody wanted to come home, but they're scared that when they get home, the money will get finished and then they have to go back. You know, when you are in overseas, you might think that people like you, family members love you. But when you come here and stay, their attitude is different. Yeah, I think Ghana is expensive. Ghana is not what you think. When you convert the money to dollars, you might think that it's not expensive, but the money runs like river. So when you come and think that Ghana is cheap, and you are coming to spend your money, like United States, you can't last. You will go back. Now, I don't think about to become a millionaire. I just want to live my simple life. If I can buy something, whatever I want, I can buy it. I'm okay. I don't want to be a millionaire. No, I don't.
Everybody's always asking me why I moved to South Africa. How did I choose Cape Town? Why am I thinking about moving to Durban? What do you mean why? Maybe this will help you understand why I want to live in Cape Town, South Africa, or Durban, South Africa for the rest of my days. For the foreseeable future, I want to be beachside. I love it here. The people are so nice. Everybody is so kind and friendly. The food is so fire. And the vibe is just different. If you're in the States, if you've ever been to Hawaii, it's similar, but not the same. Not the same. I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, and I would say that living in Cape Town is better. It's better. It's just better. It's just better. This is why I moved. People ask me every single day, why did y'all move here? Why did y'all choose here? Girl, can you see? The sun is setting. It's 4:30. This is winter in Durban. Yeah, so that's why, guys. That's why I moved.
Today is my last day here in my house. Tomorrow I leave for Bali indefinitely, and it just feels like very bittersweet, so surreal. And I truly, I love my house. I love my house. This has been my home for the past year and a half, where I've really sought refuge. This has been my haven. And yes, I'm moving to Bali, and it's very bittersweet, and it sucks. I just I can't live here anymore. My children are here. I don't really speak to my family, but my children live here. They're 14 and 18 years old. I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. I have lived here almost 40 years of my life. There's so much more to the world. There's so much more to the world than just this little piece of backyard, this house. There's so much to see, and I don't want to see it only 2 times a year, only 2 weeks a year. I want a vacation. I want to travel for all my life, but just know that there are sacrifices. There are sacrifices that are made. And this is one of them, having to give up my house yet again, willingly, but having to do this in order to get to what I want. This is the closing of a chapter and the beginning of another one, and it's beautiful, it's bittersweet, but at the same time, it's the bitter part now. It's the bitter part now.
Wagwan family, friends, we have come across these videos on other social media, and more and more white Americans, especially middle class and lower class, are recording themselves saying, I did everything right. I worked hard, but I can't even afford rent. I can't even afford health care. My job doesn't pay me enough. So let me pause right there on those complaints, because black people have been saying this. We are going back, and we are going back where black people in 1960s talked about what's happening. Black Americans in 1860s talked about what happened. Even during slavery, our ancestors said it louder than anyone. So this land is not what they say it is. The ancestors said it, but white America ignored it. They thought that suffering was something reserved for black people only, and that's why it's easy for white America to be friends with the Chinese, but not black people. Not only in America, but even other countries, even other continents like Asia, India, you get this kind of treatment. So they always believed that black people are immune, that whiteness was their shield. Now, the shield is cracking. The shield is cracking. The job market is collapsing. Inflation is hitting savings. Food prices are taking high. They are skyrocketing. Evictions are up and wages still stuck. White Americans who voted or who used to look at black poverty and say that why don't you people work harder? Why don't you people keep saying that the system is rigged? Are now rigged. And now you see it. They have this what we call I'll say this. Many white Americans put their faith in Donald Trump, not because he had politics or not because he had good policies, but because he promised nostalgia. I told about you nostalgia on a video I did. Make America Great Again was not a strategy. Make America Great Again was a feeling, a memory. It was a time when white supremacy went unchallenged, when whiteness came with privilege, access, and security, where the rich get richer, the poor got forgotten, the middle class got squeezed, and all white Americans kept clapping till their bills started piling. Trump sold them a dream. He told them jobs would come back. He said that he would protect them from immigrants. He blamed blacker people, Latinos, and now even he's deporting Latinos and other minority groups because blaming everybody. But the real enemy is not those people. The real enemy is the greed elites. The real enemy are the same white people, but the rich white people who are greedy. Now the same white people are looking around and seeking where the greatness he promised is. They are not seeing something. They are not seeing anything. You need to know that. He lied to you. He lied to you just like he lied to black people. Now, black people warned white Americans for years. Black people say the system doesn't care about the poor. They say that they will use you and throw you away. They say that capitalism will eat its own people. But they called black people Hitler. Black people want a lot of things, but they were called a lot of names. But now, some white are crying on TikTok with no health care. And now you are asking for GoFundMe donations and everything. It's just, I'll say vindication. The suffering is not for black people only. So welcome to the world of black people. I say welcome to our world. Black people didn't ask for this, but they were served it. Now you are fasting or you are tasting just a slice of the oppression pie, and suddenly the system looks different to you. Suddenly you are running away. Suddenly you are saying, so black people weren't playing victims as you thought. Black people are living through what you have just, or you are just now waking up to. So family, the truth is harsh. The American dream was never meant for everyone. It was just designed for white people, but only a certain class of them. So even many white people weren't truly included. They were used as buffers, as buffers, as the better poor. They told you that you were superior just because you weren't black. The lie kept those white people loyal, but loyalty didn't pay the bills. Loyalty cannot pay the bills. The bankers didn't care that you were white. The landlords does not care that you are white. They want their rent. They doesn't care that you flew an American flag. The grocery store doesn't accept whiteness as currency. The dream is crumbling because it was built on a lie, built on a stolen land, built on black labor or stolen labor, built on racism, greed, and manipulation. And black people knew this all along. Now you know too. Now you know too. When white women crying in parking lots, white men, for example, living out of cars, white families facing food insecurity, and etc., this is not to celebrate their suffering. This is not to celebrate their suffering, but to show that the reality has arrived, to show you that black people did not play victims. The system that once favored you has turned on you, and it's because it never truly favored you. It favored the rich. It favored the elite. Trump was never one for you. Billionaires are not your allies. The corruption or the corporation you defended are now outsourcing your future. It hurts when you realize that the boat you used to step on others is now stepping on you and is doing it harder and harder to you. This is the time for the truth. This is the time for the truth. And my question to my white brothers and sisters who are now realizing is that, will you finally listen to black wisdom? Will you finally see that racism, classism, and capitalism are connected? Will you unite with the people you were taught to hate? Black people don't want revenge. That's the reality. We just want justice. We want peace. We want unity rooted in truth. So, truth starts with admitting that your silence helped create a mess. And white people need to admit that. Ignoring black voices made your suffering worse. If you continue ignoring what's happening, it will be more worse and worse. Then the dream you believed in is not there anymore. So, even in the face of slavery, segregation, police brutality, and all those, black people kept rising. Even right now, we must keep rising. We must build community. We must build music and culture and potential. We must turn pain into purpose. And now white Americans are in pain. You are facing or you are feeling hopeless, lost, and abandoned. That's how black people are feeling. Learn from us. We didn't survive because of the government. We survived through each other. And through love, through community, and through resistance. If you want a future that it won't come from another politician, it won't come from another Trump, Biden. If it's a crime from truth, from unity, from dismarketing a system or dismantling a system of lies to everyone. So, I'll say this. As black people, white people are finally waking up of the suffering. Black people have endured for centuries, but don't just cry, change. Don't just realize, but repair. We are not here to gloss. I'm here to guide. I'm here to guide. Black people are not the problem. We have always been the solution. But the world ignored us until it was too late. Let this movement be the beginning of truth, not division. Let's build something real. Let's reject the dream and start building a reality where everyone can thrive, not just survive. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Until next episode, peace out.